Beautiful.
She on.
We're on.
Fantastic.
Our first all abilities game. Kindred Grade 8 versus Tazz Markhors.
Tazz Markhors. Yep. Havoc and Richard commentating. Inaugural all abilities LMS game in Albury-Wodonga. The brains trust of Jonathan Burton, who's the manager of our LMS competition and who has been a disability support worker for 15 years. JJ, without a question of a doubt, one of the best disability support workers that I've ever seen. Definitely in it for the right reasons, all about inclusion, all about what you can do, not what you can't do. And a highly, highly respected man. I say that as a social worker and person with a disability, so I'm pretty qualified to say it. So it's a good concept. We welcome anyone in the Albury-Wodonga area who wants to come and be involved in an all abilities game, 8 overs each. Take about an hour. We strongly encourage you to come and have a go, even just come and have a watch and play for as long or as little as you like. Today we've got Tazz Markhors in the field, and in the middle, opening the batting for Kindred Super 8s is Captain Robert and Levi Burton, young Levi, son of Jonathan. If he's anything like his old man, you have a bit of talent about him. I'm sitting here with Havoc, who is a autism and disability assistance dog, and he's very much part of the LMS crew at Albury-Wodonga. So if you hear some whinging in the background, it's Havoc, because he would rather go and sniff over at those trees than sit here with me. But rest assured, he will let himself loose in about half an hour. So yeah, if you're interested in all abilities, if you're interested in bringing a family member or a friend with a disability or a difference, bring them down here for a game. I happily say that with a disability and a difference, that LMS is incredibly inclusive in this area. So on strike we have Levi Burton. With the ball we've got Jake Mills for Tazz Markhors. Millsy, very talented all-rounder. Top fella. Not sure about his number though. Very un-Australian number 87. And bat on ball, first ball is what we like to see. Bit of bounce. Have a cough, so you might see him. You need to stay here, mate. Good boy. Stay here. Good boy. Yeah, I know. Very handsome boy. And that's a fantastic little pull shot from Levi Burton, who gets off the strike. Little whippet between the wickets, these young kids. They know how to run hard. Not sure about the haircut though. He's got Lakers cut into his hair. But I'll tell you what, if I was his age, I'd have lots of things cut into my hair. Robert on strike, being an absolute stalwart of LMS Albury-Wodonga. LMS Albury-Wodonga legend, this bloke. And that is a typical Robert shot. Bat on ball. Hits a boundary first ball off his pads. Absolutely fantastic shot from Robert, who I said has been around LMS Albury-Wodonga pretty much since the start. Super liked fella. He's captain of Kindred Super 8s. Also worth mentioning that Kindred is a disability support service here in Albury-Wodonga. They've come on board to sponsor this team, the All Abilities team, so shout out to them. It's a fantastic thing that they've done to include people with a disability and a difference in sport. Millsy again, and beats the bat. Robert's strength is definitely pushing the ball around for singles. He's a very patient batsman. the bat that he's got, the Malik bat that he's got, was gifted to him during our border bash. Bloody good bat, that. Nice weight to it. So sorry, Robert, if it goes missing in the future, mate. So you'll see that Robert's retired. The reason for that is that we're only facing 8 balls each in the All Abilities game. Everyone bowls an over. And another stalwart of LMS Albury-Wodonga coming into bat, Ethan Clark. Ethan just loves his cricket, loves his LMS. I think he's pretty much got every shirt that LMS Albury-Wodonga has ever made. Loves it. Absolute quality fella. And probably the only guy that I know of who actually has a team named directly after one of his sayings. So Ethan came out probably a year ago now and came out with this saying, "Oh yeah." And in honour of that, one of the teams moved their name to "Oh Yeah Beers" in recognition of Ethan's effort and his love of LMS. And here he is on strike. Left-hander, I did not know that. Bit of patience, and he's got off the run, and he's got runs. He has got runs. He has a strike rate of 100 in LMS. Beat that strike rate, Griff. It's 100. And I'll tell you what, Levi Burton puts bat on ball every time, runs hard between the wickets, and they run through for a very, very healthy and happy single. Again, LMS here at its very best. Jesse Griffith, who is probably one of the premier batsmen in provincial A grade for Albury-Wodonga in the association in Saturday cricket. There he is, giving tips to Ethan. For me, absolutely brilliant that we've done this. There's no reason that if you've got a disability or a difference that you just need to watch. There's no reason for that now. Come down, have a hit, tell your friends, tell your family. We will make sure that people with a disability and difference get a game. And I really emphasise that I don't say that in a patronising manner either. I do have a disability and I do have a difference as well, and you know, Havoc is my dog, my assistant's dog, and you will not find a more inclusive bunch of people down here for the right reasons. No sort of moral preening or you know, look at me or anything like that, but we do it for the right reasons. So it's something that I think is worth supporting. And I shouted out to Jesse just then, you know, Ethan actually has a strike rate of 100 now, so. Great to see him being involved. So most of the guys out here for Tazz Markhors, kind of a bit of a team, a combination of motley crew that I'm part of, and Tazz Markhors. 2 sets of blokes that absolutely love their cricket, you know, anywhere really you get a game of cricket going. So great to see these boys come in here on a Sunday morning to get this inaugural game started. He does love a quick single, does Levi Burton. And he's lost traction. You wonder whether or not the ground's all right. He's a big unit. And now Ethan's decided to be a right-hander. Did not know he could switch it. There is no end to the man's talent. And just lets it through the keeper. Easy runs in LMS. He needs to run his single, and he has. just like his old man, Levi Burton, puts butt on ball every time. See ball, hit ball, nice still head. A great shot through covers. Picked up by Pete Baxter, who's one of our umpiring stalwarts here at LMS Albury-Wodonga. Very, very, very competent, very respected umpire. Actually, good to see him playing a few games, actually. He comes out every week and umpires for us, sometimes 3 games in a day. Brilliant umpire, very fair, very consistent. Very well respected man, actually, in LMS Albury-Wodonga. And you always know that when he umpires a game, it's going to be a fair game. So it's actually good to see him playing a few games, actually. He's actually getting amongst it with the lads. I grew up in the UK, and I've got to tell you that weather like this is just perfect weather for cricket. It's a nice cool breeze, 15 degrees. Not too oppressive. We need to play more cricket in the winter, I reckon. We need to play more cricket in the cooler months. It makes it a lot more enjoyable, especially on a Sunday. The hardcore cricketers like all the boys out here just love the sport. You know, LMS has been one of the best things that's happened to us, you know, being able to play cricket on a Sunday as well. Obviously footy and the round ball sports and the oval ball sports take priority in winter, but for the cricket tragics like myself, good to have it all year round. Zach Stevens with the ball for Tazz Markhors, usually a wicketkeeper, and with that bowling action proven why he is a wicketkeeper. Usually opens the batting for Motley Crew and Tazz Markhors when he does play for us. Very, very talented cricketer. Obviously made mention a few times that this is the All Abilities League that we've started, the first game. But if you're a cricket tragic and you love your cricket and you want to play on a Sunday, come out, hit up Jonathan. We've got a JJ Burton, hit up Jonathan. We've got a Facebook page, LMS Albury-Wodonga Shepparton. If you want to come out for a hit, get a few mates together, or even just join one of the existing teams, come out. You'll definitely enjoy yourself, and you'll definitely become a better cricketer as well. I know that every guy that's played this, and every girl that's played this, it has followed through to the Saturday cricket in a Sunday on a in the summer. Makes you a little bit more aggressive, makes you run harder between wickets. Gives you more variation with the ball, makes you think about your fielding and your strategies a lot more. Good ball. Havoc was a very good boy then. There was a few dogs that walked past. He just sat there and just looked at them. One for 28, not a bad effort. Runs on the board, Nick in pink about the bowl. All the single ladies out there, mate, how this bloke is not attached is beyond all of us. Absolute gentleman, not through lack of trying actually by all his mates. We tried to hook him up to so many people. One of the most genuine blokes you'll ever find in your life. So if you're a single woman looking for a top bloke, come out and hit up number 55, Nick Impey. Get a girls team together, let him coach you. Loves his cricket, loves people. Very genuine person. And I think we have a bit of a retirement here. Levi Burton has carried his bat. I don't think he was run out. Well, looks like he was run out. But made a few runs, a young fella. Run hard between wickets. Playing with the rubber ball today, and I think the more power you put into it, the less runs from, the less value for money you get in your shots, because this absorbs all the power. Keenan Gale there, captain of Motley 2, competitive fella, fields hard. Kindred grade 8s are missing their vice captain today, Shane Vascularius, we can never pronounce his last name, commonly referred to as Shane. He'll be here for the midday game now. He's probably still in bed. So if you're watching this, Shane, you're a lazy bum, get out of bed. Get your ass down here. You're vice captain of Kindred. We love you really, Shane. Another quick single between Cormac and Ethan. He's got number 66 on, must be a fan of Joe Root. Beautiful part of the world, Albury-Wodonga. I know I'm pretty biased. Lived here for 20 years, but we just have the best of all the worlds. Really, got ski fields, an hour and a half away. Yeah, slap between pretty much Sydney and Melbourne. You've got the Australian Capital Territory, 2.5 hours, 3 hours away. You get the best of all worlds. You get a nice regional living with all the amenities of the city. Beautiful places like this to play cricket out at Noreuil Park. Case in point right there, the more power you put into the swing, the less distance the ball seems to go. It just absorbs it all. So a lot of these fellas that are out here today for Tazz and the Motley Crew team will be going up to the Aussie Champs in the Gold Coast in September. Keenan's just robbed himself of a wicket there, but pretty hard to catch these balls. So yeah, we're heading up to the Gold Coast. We've made a few shirts printed for that. Motley Crew on tour, Dazed and Confused. So we'll go up there obviously to play cricket, but we're obviously up there to have a good time as well and enjoy each other's company. Another one of the wonderful things about LMS cricket is just the mates that you make. That sounds, might sound a bit corny, but some of the best mates that I've got now play this format of cricket. Ethan would surely be near his 20 by now. Almost up for retirement. Here comes the man, the myth and the legend, Big Nathan Lyle. Another wicketkeeper. I've alluded to this in the past, but man, the man can hit a cricket ball. Like, the power of the fella is just unbelievable. For a guy that doesn't play provincial cricket, he plays country cricket, plays bush cricket. For a guy to be able to hit sixes over cover with the ease that this guy does. I mean, look at the size of him, 6 foot, 130 kilos. Has a bat the size of a bloody barn door. Hits a long ball. Pretty dubious run out there. Looks like Cormac was easily in. Pretty bit of a wicket with his own wickets, this fella. I think that Millsy was probably more excited to hit the stumps. For a wicketkeeper, though, bowls all right, Nathan. And again, catches the bouncy, spongy ball. Case in point, the more power you put into this ball, the less result that you get. It just absorbs all the power. So if you're thinking coming down of playing the All Abilities League at LMS Albury-Wodonga, bear that in mind. The harder you hit this ball, chances are the less distance it will go. So it's a balance between a bit of power and finesse. And that was definitely a wicket-keeper's wicket. Bowl a nice hand grenade, floated up, asked to be spanked and get caught. Beauty. Oh, I'll tell you what. One hand, one bounce. Or one hand, one bounce, yep. Surely that should be a rule in the All Abilities game. One hand, one bounce of this ball. Oh, big Brody Armstrong coming on to bowl. Brady, captain of Motley Crew. Keenan, captain of Motley 2. We have two sides. Going to bowl a bit of left arm orthodox here by the looks of it. Oh, and starts off with a bouncer to the young fella. Brady doesn't mind a bouncer. He usually bowls left arm over the wicket, swings it an absolute mile. Consistently hits the top of off stump, but God, he's got a good bouncer in him. And one of the rare abilities actually to bowl off his other foot. Does it purposely too. He bowls off his other foot. The rationale is it makes it swing the other way. Tell you what, some absolute, some very, very interesting decision making running between the wickets here. So if it's a wide or a no ball, probably should have alluded to that earlier. You can hit it off the tee. Really just depends on really your level of ability at cricket. So if you're a beginner or you've got some disability that prevents you from hitting a ball that's a bit wider or something, then we will allow you to hit the ball off the tee. This makes it a bit more equitable. Nice old school Aussie muscle driving past, you can hear it. I think that's a retirement for Ethan Clark, 20 not out. Brady with the wides. Needs to come off his normal run up here. Over the wicket. Wazzy McCram style. And I think that is a change of innings.